Shinya County Young Manor. Phew, how is it? It'll be hard for the baby to live past 20 years old. That's the constitution he has. Baya. Is this a punishment from the heavens? Because he's a child that caused his mother to die due to his birth. Young Manor Patriarch Young Young. I can't believe you're telling a physician that. Also, how could you say that of your own child, one who will die young? This is similar to the 9 severed meridians. Never in my life have I seen anyone with their Baihui acupoint open to such an extreme. Baihui acupoint. Are you referring to the acupoint on top of the head? Yes. If the Baihui acupoint is too open, one will die soon. People usually call that deity ascension. Deity ascension. Isn't that something that Taoists that are very powerful do when they depart for the heavenly realm? You believe that nonsense? I don't know if you've heard of absolute martial masters using the upper meridian of their heads. That's using the Baihui acupoint. That so-called deity ascension is when someone gets too drunk on the energy of the great nature that came from the heavens and earth and dies because they cannot withstand it. I see. It seems I'm right that this is heavenly punishment. How could you call yourself a father? It's time for you to go back, physician. I'll get the chief steward to pass you your pay. I don't need it. If he had grown up in the unorthodox sects and demonic faction, he would have become the heavenly demon. If he had grown up in the Shaolin Temple, he would have been able to use the 72 elite training methods of the Shaolin Temple 2 times over. But yet, he was born as a hated child in such a place. He'll die in the countryside young without any way to survive. Unless he achieves enlightenment on his own. Decades later, Manor. Ever since my deceased father, a disciple of the Jongnan Sect Xian founded this clan, I've dedicated my whole life to bringing revival to our clan. If our clan becomes famous throughout the world, I will have inherited the ultimate technique of the Jongnan Sect. How could I close down our clan business? I'm really glad that at least my son followed in the footsteps of my deceased father and managed to join the Jongnan Sect. Brother, congratulations. Congrats, brother. To think you'd become a disciple of the Jongnan Sect, it's truly incredible. Everyone, raise your glasses. Father, Yeonshin isn't here yet. I told him to stay at the training ground. Father. It's better for him to not be here on such a joyous occasion. Ahem, he would bring ill omens. Finally, I've completely mastered the Young Clan's movement art. With the movement art, I can stimulate my muscles with energy then compress it. My body can't get any stronger than this. Will I have a longer lifespan now that I have a stronger body? The movement art. Yeonshin, you created a martial art? Yes, brother. I didn't create it from scratch. I simply redeveloped our clan's exclusive martial art. Yeonshin. Don't take this the wrong way. Yes, brother. It'd be better if you didn't tell anyone about this. Pardon? What? You want me to learn the martial arts you made? What if I experience energy deviation while learning it and die? Will you take responsibility? How dare you mess with the clan's exclusive martial art? Are you out of your mind? Do you think you're the clan founder or something? A clan founder. Someone who creates martial arts, a founder of a martial group. I've never thought of myself as anyone like that. I never thought much about creating martial arts. I just wanted to become healthy and live with everyone. It's about time they arrived. Let's go quickly. Where are they all going? Oh, I think today's the day the martial masters of the Jongnan Sect visit. The Jongnan Sect. One of the 9 great sects in the world. They are one of the twin walls that are known as the strongest groups in Shaanxi alongside the Mount Hua sect. The place where the deities of swords are at. I wanted to meet them in person. Is the reason I can't even show my face to our clan's important guests, because I caused my mother's death with my birth. This is the patriarch's order. My father ordered this. I'm sorry, Master Yeonshin. Maybe it'll be fine if I see them from afar. I'm sure I'll be able to learn something from such skilled masters. I wonder who's here. Probably not the Sky Sword Dragon, right? Maybe an elder. If people like them really visited our clan, it'd be an honor for this clan. They're here. The martial masters of the Jongnan sect have arrived. Ah. A noble race. A noble race is here. A noble race. They're known in books to be a mysterious race that can live on forever. Humans think of them as deities. And that energy around her, the core energy condensed in one's body, is being exuded out of her body naturally. Ah. I'm utterly honored that you would visit our humble clan. I am the patriarch, Jung Yeonshin. I'm grateful for such a welcome and hospitality. I'm Jung Yeonshin, an elder of the Jongnan sect. A noble race elder of the Jongnan sect. Forgive me for not recognizing a deity before me. Please raise your head. I'm not here to boast of my status. You have come such a long way. I apologize for my disrespect. I can't believe I kept the sword deities of the Jongnan sect waiting outside. I'll bring you inside. A noble race on top of being an elder of the Jongnan sect. How long has she lived? This way, please. That child is my third son. He has really bright eyes. He looks very smart. I'm truly sorry. My third son isn't very well-mannered. He's not well-mannered. Yes. It is embarrassing, but he's a troublemaker in our family. I've gained a new perspective after seeing the energies of the Jongnan sect's martial masters. I had nowhere else to climb after training in the Jung clan's movement arts, and was wondering about what I should train in. I guess it'd be good to try training with swords. This place is better than I thought. Yes, you're right. With this much earth energy, the tyrant sword tribe would want this place. They'll definitely come to this place, so it'll be good for us to plan a counterattack, but that'll result in the sacrifice of this clan. Can't we just attack and destroy them before they cross the walls? It'd be great if that happens, though. 13 skies. Within the tyrant sword tribe, they're the most problematic bunch. Don't let your guard down and keep your sword aura sharp. Yes, ma'am. But, I keep recalling that child from just now. He clearly stood out among the rest. What a strange child. It's strange. Why is my Baihui acupoint so open? Although I wasn't able to meditate for a year since I was focused on training my body via the Jung clan's movement arts. The amount of energy that goes through my head has gotten even greater. At this rate, I think I'll have less than 5 years before I lose my consciousness. If that happens, that means I have less than 5 years to live. I'm scared. Even though I've completely mastered the Jung clan's movement arts, I can't stop this. What's happening? I feel an ominous energy coming from that side. Something's off. The closer I get, the stronger the scent of blood is. It's also way too quiet. That's a trap formation. I didn't even realize something like this was happening within the Jung manor. Was it because of the trap formation? They're all part of the Jung clan. Do the culprits possess overwhelming martial prowess? Wait, there's someone alive still. What a fool. If you managed to stay alive, you should have stayed hidden instead of crawling out. Guess he's got a short life. Send him to the afterlife. Is that so? I'm only killing you because I was ordered to. Don't blame me for this. You, who are you? The third son of this clan. The third offspring of this household. You bastard. Scripture of origin ability. Hugh. This was my first time training the delightful sword, but I get how it works now. Pretty impressive. But nothing, that's all. These idiots lost because they let their guards down. Even then, it was surprising. How can you be so good at it despite your age? Did you train the delightful sword all your life? Are you from the Blood Flame cult? No, those guys are on the ground here. I'm from the Tyrant Sword Tribe. The Tyrant Sword Tribe. And the Blood Flame cult too. The 13 Skies are said to be the most cruel and powerful in all of Murim. You're telling me that the Blood Flame cult and the Tyrant Sword Tribe, which are both part of the 13 Skies, are here. Why? What kind of business would two organizations of the 13 Skies have here? It's none of your business. Seeing as you're answering my questions rather than attacking me, do you know about me? What? I'm asking if you know that my family is a part of the Desolate Fortress, the best branch sect in Murim. That's why, if you kill me, it would be a pain for you even if you are a part of the Tyrant Sword Tribe. Isn't that right? That man's the Jongnan sects. Elder Yeonshin. She's known as the deity of the sword, so for her to be in such disarray. Who is the enemy then? Who is it? He's exuding such ominous energy. My head feels light just from the eye contact. Tribe leader. Tribe leader. Tribe leader. Tribe leader. Then, that man is, the Tyrant Sword Tribe leader. The man who reigns over the Tyrant Sword Tribe, which is a part of the unorthodox 13 Skies, and is considered a harbinger of disasters in Jianghu. Why is a man who is considered an equal to a patriarch of one of the 9 great sects in a place like this? Sought suff either way, at this rate, we are all as good as dead. Hugh. Then let me test myself. Can you kill me even if I do this? You crazy bastard. Enough. Your spirit is better than all those here combined. I was wondering who he was praising. I'll let you live. You mean you can't kill me? Because I'm the only grandson of the former Divine Sword Squad leader of the Desolate Fortress. That child is the former Divine Sword Squad leader's grandson. The Divine Sword Squad, which is the best in the Desolate Fortress. The Desolate Fortress, created by the Imperial family in order to prevent conspiracy by the Murim forces, it's definitely not a good idea to get involved with them. But that is not the reason I'm letting you live. I like you. Your temperament and spirit. They are what a powerful martial artist in Jianghu needs. If you weren't related to the Desolate Fortress, I would have taken you in as my disciple. I'll give you 1 day. Leave this place. I do not permit any other sects or clans to step foot on this land. I will always be open to have a duel with you. Come find me when you are ready to get revenge. Father, I'm Yeonshin. Why? Why are you so strong? How did you? This is the Jung clan movement arts which I created and mastered. You created it. You created a martial art. Yes, I made it using the clan's cultivation technique, though. What did you just say? How dare you mess with the clan's exclusive martial art? Are you out of your mind? Do you think you're the clan founder or something? Could it be, from back then? I see, the Jung clan movement art. It's the sacred art created by the Jung clan. I was so ignorant and foolish, but my third son created the sacred art of the Jung clan. You have the qualities of a founder. You're my son. Father. Father. Master Yeonshin. Chief Steward. How's Haya? She's safe. She's simply been sleeping after her acupoint got blocked. It seems her acupoint was blocked to knock her out, and then she was hidden so the killers wouldn't find her. Brother. Raise Haya in the Jongnan sect. She has exceptional affinity with the 5 elements, so they'll take her in. What about you? I'll look after myself. Sir. Elder, are you leaving now? Yes. Now that the tyrant sword tribe leader has gotten involved, I must report this fact to the Jongnan sect without delay. What about you? Are you going to the desolate fortress where your mother's family is? Yes, I am. I don't have anywhere else where I can go and grow stronger at. How about coming back with me to Jongnan Mountain? I would strongly recommend that. To receive such an offer from an elder of a great sect, I'm truly honored. I intend to recommend that you become the sect leader's disciple. A disciple of the sect leader. That would be possible for you. The direct disciple of the Jongnan sect leader would be able to learn the absolute sacred art. More importantly, the Jongnan sect leader is one of the few top martial masters of the top 10 swordsmen in the world. But, I won't forget the great kindness you've shown me. However, I must apologize. Don't worry about it. I simply wanted someone talented like you. That's probably what the tyrant sword tribe leader thought too. Forgive me. It's fine. The doors of the Jongnan sect will always be open for you. Please remember that. I have a question for you. What is it? I know that you're one of the older people among the noble races. Do you know of the method to get the fruit of the world tree? The fruit of the world tree. Could you be? The fruit of the world tree is protected by the desolate fortress leader, whom the emperor has acknowledged as the king and a peer. It's said to give eternal life and youth to those who eat it. It's a treasure of the heavens. Wouldn't I gain more life in my short lifespan if I eat that? I haven't even lived half my own lifespan, so I have no authority over the world tree. All I know is that the desolate fortress leader is able to give that to other people. In that case, I must go to the desolate fortress. It won't be easy to get it. That's a sacred item, even for us noble races. I don't know any other way, so it can't be helped. All I can do is become the divine sword squad leader and achieve great feats. I'll cheer you on from afar. I'll have to take my leave first to bring the updates to my sect. Cliff Swordsman and Neutral Spirit Fist will help with cleaning up this place. Sirs, I'd like to thank you again for your help. No need for that. It's your clan. And, you could say that we played a part in this tragedy. Yeonshin. An apology won't cut it for everything that has happened to you in our clan. When we meet again, I'll try to be an older brother to you. I'll do my best. I hope that you'll survive too. While you'll be learning the Jongnan sect's martial arts at a slightly later age, you are not exceptional. At least, that's what I see. You must train like your life depends on it. I'll remember that. Uncle Yeonshin. Protect yeah. I will. Chief Steward, where are you going? There are small branches of the Jung clan in various places within Nanyang. Since the bloodline of the Jung clan is alive, I'll look after the remaining clan assets. As you know, I'm heading to the desolate fortress. I hope we can meet from time to time. Since the Chief Steward knows martial arts, he'll be of help. Yes, Master Yeonshin. I hope you live a comfortable life. Please take care of yourself. He hopes that I'll live a comfortable life. Have I ever heard any of the Jung clan descendants say that to me after being taken in by the previous patriarch? Xiangyang. Ha. I'm finally here. The desolate fortress is truly incredible. People from all over Central Plains would gather here with big dreams because of them. Cuckoo, the boss here struck the jackpot. He said he's out of liquor to sell. It's been really chaotic in the restaurants these days. The martial artists that came to take their entrance tests are always drunk. There's an entrance test in the desolate fortress. Was there such a thing? Are you here to take part in the entrance test too? Hien Wan-chan. What about you? Oh. I haven't introduced myself. I was just fascinated to see a challenger younger than me. I'm Hien Wan-chan. I came from Shaanxi, a faraway place. I'm Jung Yeonshin of Shinya County. You came from somewhere nearby. Your journey here must have been easy. I had to fight green forest bandits and swim against the pirates of the pirate fortress. The water martial arts of the pirates were really vicious. Who the hell are you? I couldn't even see your sword. Well, my journey was indeed pretty easy for me. How about becoming friends and sharing information about the test if we have any? There's a test. You didn't know. It's known as the Desolate Fortress Trial. The Desolate Fortress is quite different from the usual martial art groups. Just as how those who want to become a government official must be well versed in both martial arts and literature. There's a test just for joining the Desolate Fortress. So that's why so many people are gathered here. No matter if you have foundations or not, the moment you join them, opportunities and teaching will be provided to you. It's no wonder that every martial artist is swarming here. There are countless people who have learned various martial arts so that they can pass the test. Desolate Fortress. The strongest martial group in the world and the place of martial arts that cause everyone's heart to inevitably race. People would say that if you want to take on the world with just one weapon, go to the Desolate Fortress. Since the imperial family that rules over the Central Plains would make their move in order to control the martial art groups, all the elixirs and advanced martial arts gathered from all over the world are waiting in there. Some people say that the great sects with traditions are better, but they don't know what they're saying. How could martial groups created by mere commoners be stronger than the Desolate Fortress? If that were possible, they would be able to create an empire and be the emperor. HMPIC. Almost nobody has been able to pass the Desolate Fortress trial in one try. Is that so? There might be 1 in 1,000 that passes, but they're usually the next generation leaders of reputable martial art clans that are rising in the world and gaining fame. I see. And that brings me to this. How about taking the test with me tomorrow? Okay. So you're easygoing. I knew you'd be okay. It might be confusing for you on your first try, but you just need to follow me. I might not look like it, but I'm glad I can join as long as I just passed the test. I didn't want to ask my mother's family for help since I don't know where they live or even what they look like. Let's go. This is the Desolate Fortress. You're 13. Yes. About the first exam. You will pass if the exam supervisor accepts your plaque, but you'll fail if he tells you to return it to the reception. The second exam is a tournament. Is there a third? It's an interview with the Desolate Fortress's lord. The Lord himself. Yes. There are martial artists who come to Yangyang just for that chance. A conversation with an absolute master like him is an incredible opportunity. They hope to receive some kind of profound understanding. Noted. The first exam is about swift sword arts. Demonstrate one swing with the fastest sword technique you have. And I shall watch and judge. I'll go first. Oh ho. You just have to show a fast sword technique. I got nervous and volunteered. Seems simple enough. A well-polished spirit. He's strong. He's even stronger than some of the vagabonds I saw on the way here. Goodness. That man feels a bit different. I don't think I saw it. I only saw an apparition. It's not bad. Give me your plaque. Gasp. Thank you. Can the next examinee step forward? Good luck. So he really was an examinee. That young swordsman has guts. Well, if he's from another province, where else would he be able to show sword techniques in front of a martial artist of the desolate fortress? Even receiving one piece of advice is incredibly precious. Tack. You may begin. When did the sword? The future of desolate fortress is right here. Hand over your plaque. Yes. Number 13. Be on your way. Okay. Now, next up. Are you perhaps the son of a famous family? Does that change anything? After entering Desolate Fortress, I heard that all that matters is your martial arts, talent, and effort. So you really plan on passing the Desolate Fortress's trial? Huh. Isn't that why everyone came? Not just me, but you as well. Yes, you're right. I thank you. Now, I'll be on my way. I hope that kind and talkative Wonchong passes the second exam, too. The second exam is a tournament, where you compete against others with your martial arts. I have 3 weeks until the second exam. Considering the upcoming exam, the correct choice is to train my skills. I will train the Jung clan's movement art and rapid sword arts, as well as the scripture of origin ability, and amplified chi movement technique. 3 weeks later. Until you are called, examinees should wait in here. This makes me feel discouraged, in a way. I heard that the white martial arts outfit signifies an elementary level martial artist. But how is it that his energy is so strong? Isn't it obvious? Even just wearing white means your future is promisingly guaranteed. Young Lord Jung. You've gotten even taller. You also look better, Wonchong. I did accomplish something. I would like for you to remember that winning is not what's important in this exam. Even just having one of the 2 matches of the tournament, it's enough to catch the eye of one of the Desolate Fortress masters who will be watching. Although that's the hardest part, arg. Has experience. Does that mean you can win a match and still fail? Yes. And the problem is that the exam supervisors are going to have higher standards today. PTS, why is that? I heard that the White Qilin is competing at today's Desolate Fortress trial. The White Qilin from Namgung. Yes. He wiped out a notorious group of bandits before he was even 15. He beheaded the swordmaster of the unorthodox faction, the Shrouded Assassin. There are even rumors that he defeated all of the up and rising fighters at the 8 Great Families Dragon and Phoenix tournament when he was only 18. Ugh. If he's a young fighter from the Namgung family, just what does he lack? If he already has the martial dignity, why is he trying to join the Desolate Fortress? It's because he's a child of a concubine. He can't become the patriarch. If one rises to the position of the desolate fortress lord's captain, it's of similar standing to a patriarch of the 8 great families. You have more power, if anything. The desolate fortress maintains the order of the Jianghu in the center of the Central Plains. Nanyang, Henan Province. Shinya County's Jung Yeonshin, please come out. I hope to see you again, here, in Desolate Fortress. Yes. Begin. Not even knowing your final destination is mere despair. You must be the moth that's struggling around. Who am I, you ask dash. May I begin now? Finally. I wonder who will take him. The squad leaders are going to be fighting over him. He seems stronger than us. I wouldn't expect any less from a Namgung. Namgung? Then that guy must be the White Qilin, Namgung Washin. Are we going to be able to witness the boundless heaven technique today? He looks like he's about 5 years older than me. It doesn't seem like he's at a level I can't reach. Thanks to my family's martial techniques, I am more fit than he is, but I am below him in other aspects. I am Namgung Washin of the Namgung clan. I've mainly trained the boundless heaven technique and the infinite steps. Nice to meet you. I trained the Young clan movement art. Are you not going to use your sword? The main essence of the technique I've been practicing recently is unpredictability. An unexpected main attack in the midst of an unpredictable rhythm. If it works, I should be able to get him to let his guard down. Begin. What? What was that? Namgung Washin 1. The White Qilin. What a terrifying, delightful sword. I lost. What? What do you mean? He lost. Jung Yeonshin, such a scary, delightful sword. I think he's younger than him by at least 5 years too. Can he not use true energy with his techniques yet? There was a hidden powerful martial artist in Hunan. I'm scared of what he'll become. Hey. Did you say your name is Jung Yeonshin? Yes. There is another garden if you go north from here. Stand by there. Alright. I would love it if you could duel with me another time. That's what I would like to say. I'll look forward to it. Someone as young as him passed. I thought that Namgung Washin would get in first. Step. I knew that there would be no chance of winning if the fight dragged on, which is why I used the most extreme form of delightful sword I knew as soon as the duel began. However, because Namgung Washin had imbued his sword with his true energy, my sword broke. It was a failure on my end for rashly using delightful sword. But for him to admit defeat instead, I lost. I guess that is the nobleness of a renowned family. Can he not use true energy with his techniques yet? The Jung clan is a third-rate branch clan in Shinya County. If there was someone in the household that knew how to use such a skill, there is no way I would not have learned it. However, I know it now. I realized how it should be used the moment I witnessed it. I get it now. It isn't just as simple as putting my energy into the sword. I can use the true energy as a medium to become one with the sword. Sword resonation. Impossible. But he's so young. This sensation as if the sword and my body are united. This must be body-sword unification. Body-sword unification. The sword technique that I'll use in this state will be new. Smile. Congratulations on your enlightenment. Was he protecting me? For fear that someone might get in the way of my enlightenment. I wasn't aware that you were protecting me. Thank you. And congratulations on passing the Desolate Fortress trial, Sir Namgung. I'm here too. Ahem. Congratulations. Congrats to you too, Sir Jung. Oh, that aside, did you know that you've gotten a nickname? A nickname. Pardon. When someone has shown exceptional martial prowess or has attracted attention, people would give them a nickname and call them by it. Unless it's someone who commits atrocious and evil deeds, most nicknames represent a huge honor for martial artists. Just like Cliff Swordsman, Neutral Spirit Fist, and White Qilin. I heard about it too. As Yubincans.com, all I did was take the trial, though. Lightning genius. The talent of light. If even the martial artists of the Desolate Fortress call you that, then it's basically your nickname in the Jianghu. The talent of lightning. Are you sure they're not just mocking someone young who's just a little fast with his sword? Just a little fast. If you say that, then since I had a hard time catching my breath, what would I be? Lightning genius Jung Yeonshin. It's a name that I wouldn't have even dreamed of when I was doing the horse stance in the Jung manor. Gather around. Only one trial remains. Pass it and you'll join the Desolate Fortress. A living piece of history and one of the strongest martial masters who might be even the strongest. A meeting with the Desolate Fortress leader. A little while later. Everyone came out pretty quickly. Is the leader just looking at faces without talking? Next, Jung Yeonshin. They told me to keep going until the top. That person is the Desolate Fortress leader that's said to be the strongest in the world. I'm Jung Yeonshin. You are of that child's bloodline. Bloodline? Do you mean? Does she know my mother's family? It seems you already know what I mean. You are pretty bold. Yes, I'm the grandson of the former Divine Sword Squad leader. He's about to become a part of the Elder Council soon. He's someone who is very obstinate. You have a wound. It's nothing to be concerned about. It's nothing but trivial family matters. They aren't trivial. They're just covered by your trained body. You've probably only lived for around 15 years. However, it's true that this isn't something that an outsider should comment on. The matter of a kin needs to be resolved. My apologies. The transcendent air she carries as someone with absolute strength is a separate matter from her trying to interfere with my family matters. I like you. It's interesting that you don't bow down to anyone even though you came here because you have something you want. She knows that I came here because I have something I want. Could she have found out that my upper meridian, my Baihui acupoint, is abnormally wide open? Let's ask her. Can someone like me live if I eat the fruit of the world tree? while the facts about it aren't all inaccurate. Yes. It's possible for you to get what you want. I knew it. Can I get it? That depends on what you do. That's good enough for me. Thank you. Oh. Am I a martial artist of the desolate fortress now? Yes. You may leave now. Next Divine Sword Squad leader. The next Divine Sword Squad leader. I don't know if she's just teasing me or if she really sees potential in me. Or maybe she's inferring that I can get the fruit of the world tree if I become the Divine Sword Squad leader. For past. Do you know what kind of work the Desolate Fortress does? To stop Murim's martial masters from overthrowing the imperial family? While you're correct, that's not what we mainly do. It's just one of the major things we do. There's something else that we do. We prevent or suppress a certain size of conflict from happening in the Jianghu. No one knows what would happen when a fight in Murim breaks out after all. A blood storm swept across the central plains on the day there were rumors that the heavenly demon's grave was discovered. It would be fine if the fight was contained to those who covet manuals of ultimate martial arts or elixirs, but the heinous deeds of these vicious martial artists don't care if they affect martial artists or commoners. When you witness that hellish sight, the empire becomes unrecognizable. The disaster of the heavenly demon's grave. The disaster of the heavenly demon's grave. It's been 17 years since then. The unorthodox sects and demonic faction aren't the only problems. All orthodox groups, including the 9 great sects and 8 great clans, would also become problems. If we leave them be, the people will suffer. Thus, if there's unrest among the people and taxes aren't paid on time, then the reign of the empire will have problems. That is why the imperial family provides us with huge amounts of money, elixirs, manuals, and martial masters. That's what all of you will be doing here at the Desolate Fortress. You must sever the heads of any martial artists that disrupt the lives of normal people. We must sever the heads of any martial artists that disrupt the lives of normal people. This is where you'll all be staying for now. After a while, you'll be assigned to a place and be moved to the accommodations for that place. All the best to all of you. Has it been a week? I'm getting assigned later than I expected. Yeonshin, may I enter? Yes, please come in. What's the matter? Where we're going has finally been decided. We're going to the Radiant Demon Squad, a combat squad. The Radiant Demon Squad. Did you hear the rumors? What rumors? The 17 combat squad captains under the Divine Sword Squad fought each other in order to take in new warriors. Aren't the combat squad captains the martial masters that represent the Desolate Fortress? Are you saying they sparred with each other? That's right. In order to recruit the White Qilin and the Lightning Genius. The next day at the arena of the Radiant Demon Squad. The Radiant Demon Squad Captain Ma Jin. There were talks about him being the strongest amongst the 17 squad captains. Seeing him in person tells me that it isn't just a rumor. You lightning genius. Yes, sir. I see you have a backbone. People like you don't die easily. Combat squads under the Desolate Fortress Divine Sword Squad is basically like one of the sects in the Central Plains. The 2 of you will learn martial arts in the Radiant Demon Squad and execute missions. They are all your seniors. Captain Ma, I have a question. Speak. Thank you for allowing me to ask a question. Does learning martial arts in the Radiant Demon Squad mean that everyone shares their martial arts? Not really. Those you learned by yourself belong to you. Only the martial arts of the Radiant Demon Squad will be taught here. I'll be learning the famous Radiant Demon arts. You need to work hard at learning them if you want to survive. The Radiant Demon arts, I've heard of that before too. The Radiant Demon Squad is one of the more famous squads amongst the 17 squads. Because they were able to fight the Plum Blossom swordsmen, the 24 elite swordsmen of the Mount Hua sect, without any casualties. That incident gave even more credibility to the gossipmongers saying that the Desolate Fortress is the strongest in the world. While the Desolate Fortress is affiliated to the imperial family, attacks on the martial artists of the Desolate Fortress doesn't constitute treason. That is why you must learn whatever you can hear and continuously become stronger. It's not treason. Why is that so? There are many eccentrics in the Jianhu. Numerous have lost their minds due to learning demonic arts, or are exceptionally skilled in mobility arts and could mess with government officials before escaping to the high mountains and deep valleys. That is why the dignity of the imperial family isn't applied to us, since our job isn't like a government official's, but to actually fight martial artists. Therefore, if you don't become stronger, you will die. That guy who got slashed by the Namgung's strongest swordsman while out on a mission would be able to give you a better description of that. Oh, the King-style sword arts. That was a really scary one. The King-style sword arts is known to be one of the strongest styles of swordsmanship in the world. It is a supreme martial art only learned by the main descendants of the Namgung clan. Besides, isn't the Namgung's strongest swordsman said to be the strongest martial master of China? Yes, yes. He fought such a skilled master and came back alive. Alright then. Let's start from the lightning genius. I heard your swift sword arts are pretty exceptional. Let's take a look. Oh. I'm Chung Myung. I was born and raised in Xiangyang. I'm Jung Yeonshin, and I'm from Xinye. I see. Such a place exists too, huh? You can feel wind being produced even if it's a 10-year-old kid uses the tri-sword technique. That's why while fighting, you can find out how one swings their sword. Wind? Making it this far at such a young age means you're quite talented. Show me that talent. Your talent with swords. Okay then. Oh, sword resonance. Focus. I can feel my opponents breathing with my energy detection. Right now. Sword arts. When did he raise his sword? Okay. He's a martial master who survived against the strongest swordsman in Namgung after all. If I take that into consideration, this is more feasible than I thought. He disappeared. He's coming. As expected of a noble race. I'll use the limit releasing technique on my sword. Why are they making such faces? So, what do you think? What? I know you went easy on me. Please be honest with me. Oh, how old did you say you are? I'm 15 years old. Is that important? Our enemies won't go easy on us just because of our age. Aren't our skills the most important thing right now? 15 years old, Besides, I already have a short life to begin with. There's no meaning in talking about age. He's so skilled at the age of 15. That's abnormal. No, it'd be more accurate to say that he's a mistake by the heavens. I've been to the Dragon Phoenix Summit a few times, but I've never seen anything like that. I doubt you can become like that even if you've learned the instinct honing arts from birth. Ho, I was the most talented person in my city though, most talented, my ass. Ha. Ha ha ha. It's commendable that you're still standing rather than sprawled on the ground. Go back now and solidify what you've learned. Yes, sir. You're done too. Have you understood the crux of the steps? It's to think and act in a seamless manner. That's right. There's always a way for you to move regardless of the situation. The true crux of the Radiant Demon Arts is to move seamlessly without disrupting the path of your attacks. You must now understand the deeper meaning of the path of attacks. The deeper meaning of the path of attacks? It'd be better and faster to show it to you. Look carefully. He relaxed completely. The strongest attack at the perfect timing. That's what the path of attack is. If you follow a perfect path of attack, then the most powerful attack will be unleashed. That means we need to grasp the timing of unleashing our strength. Although I've shown it to the both of you, I'm not asking you to do this immediately, because this isn't something you can master after just seeing once. This is something you'll have to learn throughout your entire life. Is that so? It is something I have to learn throughout my entire life. I feel like I can do it right now, though. Off is he going to try doing it? The essence of core energy is the great nature. Just following its lead would be sufficient, wouldn't it? Body-sword unification. I'll slowly, relax. I've understood the deeper meaning of the path of attacks. I've learned all of the Radiant Demon Arts. I just need to continue training to be able to use it in a real fight from now on. Oh, I showed an unsightly side of myself since it's my first time trying this. I still need to experience many more real fights before I can use it properly. If I want to use the Radiant Demon Arts in an instant where life and death is on the line, normal practice like this won't work. What? Thank you for your teachings. It looks like I have to think about how I should teach you from now on. The next day. Did you hear that our seniors had a huge fight with the Heavenly Squad? What? Isn't the Desolate Fortress pretty strict with its rules? From what I remember, fighting outside of training grounds is a punishable offense for martial artists of the Desolate Fortress. Why did they fight? Well, it seems that one of the Heavenly Squad members picked a fight at the restaurant. I think he said something along the lines of, your talent wouldn't be able to blossom within the Radiant Demon Squad. They fought because of something like that. You don't know what the Murim is like. This is its true face. Something that doesn't seem like a big deal could provoke someone to raise their swords against you, and the streets place great value on the process of stopping that sword and winning in that situation. Isn't this actually better? To think the seniors of the Desolate Fortress are getting angry over a newbie. I wouldn't know what to do if that was me. Aren't they just angry because someone insulted the Radiant Demon Squad? This could be an opportunity. If I want to get the fruit of the world tree which all the noble races of this world worship, I need to accomplish something. I'll definitely need help from others in the process of doing so. While the best way to gain the trust of a martial artist is to owe each other our life, it is not a bad idea to make a good impression on squad members first. After some thinking, I think what you said is right. To think the seniors are fighting because of me. I can't let that go. I'll go pay them a visit. Yeah. That's it. I knew you were a chivalrous person who knows the code of martial artists. Is doing something like that considered chivalrous? The newbies. There are no lessons today. Yet they came all the way here to train. They're working hard. There isn't a need for you to train so hard while you're still wearing white. Haha, no, it's because they're wearing white that they should do that. That's a really desirable attitude. Did you run into any problems while training? I wish to have a spar. Is that so? Choose anyone from those there and they'll spar with you. Not against the Radiant Demon Squad. I would like to spar against the Heavenly Squad. It seems you've caught wind of what happened yesterday. There's no need to get too worked up over that. I'm not worked up, though. I just would like to be able to see the heavenly sword arts which I've admired for a long time in person. It's too late for you to say something like that. It seems you're too agitated. Even so, it's not bad to see him get worked up because of his seniors. I would like to spar and show that the Radiant Demon Arts are a great martial art. Captain, please allow me to do that. I would be able to gain fighting experience with the Radiant Demon Arts, observe an advanced martial art, and leave a good impression on my seniors. I would be killing 3 birds with 1 stone. You have neither learned the same kind of martial arts as the Heavenly Squad, nor have you fought in a battle together before. While it might be a spar, there's no reason for them to go easy on you. That's exactly what I'm hoping for. That spirit is befitting of a martial artist of the desolate fortress. I would love to see what you're like after you grow up. If you're able to survive the fight somehow, you could become the next captain of the Radiant Demon Squad. Alright. I'll pass the message on to the Heavenly Squad. Heavenly Squad Arena. Ho, it's true. To think a white robe would challenge a blue robe, to be precise, it's supposed to be a guidance fight for the sake of learning. How many bouts do you think he'll last? Whatever the case is, the longest he'll last would be about 10 bouts. A newly joined white robe lasting 10 bouts against a blue robe? I can't see that happening. Heavenly Squad Captain Han Chulmak. If that brat lasts 10 bouts, I'll give him one of the Heavenly Squad's elixirs. An elixir? Don't you think that's too much to place as a bet? Are you scared? Do you think you'll lose? Don't provoke me. The Desolate Fortress's elixirs aren't something that can be used frivolously. The honor of the Radiant Demon Squad and the Heavenly Squad is on the line. How is that frivolous? Sigh, fine. I accept. Good. As the leader of a group, we ought to trust our own people. White robe of the Radiant Demon Squad. Your name is Jung Yeonshin. Yes. I'm Jung Yeonshin from the Radiant Demon Squad. A blue robe warrior. People start as a white robe warrior first, before advancing to a blue robe warrior next. However, not everyone becomes a blue robe. There are also people who take more than 10 years to become a blue robe. The blue robe warriors of the Desolate Fortress are people who won't lose to even the pinnacle martial masters who represent the major martial sects. I've trained in the Heavenly Sword Arts for 20 years. While swords are said to have no eyes, the swords of masters do have eyes. Despite that, I won't be showing mercy in this duel. You better keep that in mind. Alright. A blue robe of the Heavenly Squad. I wonder what kind of sword style he uses. Let's throw away unnecessary thoughts. No matter what kind of style he uses, I will simply use my own style of martial arts. I'll let you have the first attack. Come at me. Limit releasing technique. He's fast. That's the speed possessed by a white robe. Seeing that level of skill at the age inevitably takes away one's breath. However, with Jung Yeonshin's skills, if he doesn't make use of this opportunity, then he won't be able to win. The limit releasing technique while being rational. I have gotten stronger than before I entered this place. I now have my physical body trained with the Jung clan's movement art and the principles of martial arts. The more inclined the sword trajectory is, the more back muscles it uses. When taking a step forward and turning with core energy, it'll create rotational force. I have learned another move. The white robe one. I got lucky. I only won because I had overwhelming momentum as he was taken by surprise. If we fight again, the results would definitely be different. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to observe such high-level swordsmanship. I was surprised by your sword trajectory and rotational force. You possess martial prowess beyond your years. You have an incredible talent for the sword. You're the lightning genius, Jung Yeonshin, right? On top of being so young, you possess martial prowess that's unfathomable. The Radiant Demon Squad has found a treasure. I'm truly so envious of that. I'll name this new technique, Energy Accumulation Discharge. Here, Jung Yeonshin. This is an elixir of the Heavenly Squad. That's yours now. Damn, he's such a monster. To think he'd defeat a skilled swordsman like Gue Kwan, a blue robe of the Heavenly Squad. Zen Sword Demon Beck Mirio. Even so, he's hardworking, humble, and polite. He's also good at seeing through martial arts. That's definitely talent we've never seen before. When I use a technique while sparring, that kid would somehow be able to apply the same principle in a different posture. In addition, the way he executes it much more precisely. I would hate to use exclusive martial arts in front of him. He's got some kind of innate talent for reinterpreting martial arts. Yeah, he does it as if he learned the martial arts a long time ago. He's a real monster. I don't know how much you'll be able to draw out of the elixir. Usually, people would absorb about 60 to 70% of it, but depending on the situation, it could be even less than that. If you act recklessly because you feel like you're absorbing less, you could damage your energy core or blood vessels, so don't be too obsessed with absorbing it. Yes, Captain. The way to consume an elixir is to allow the elixir to flow into your core energy and circulate that energy endlessly until it has melted completely. I'll step in and help if your energy circulation becomes unstable, so don't get surprised by that and adapt accordingly. Alright. I feel energy increasing just as elixir enters my body. Looks like they've started. I'm curious to know how much stronger he'll get after eating the elixir. I heard he's absorbing an elixir for the first time, yet his circulation of his energy is extremely natural. There's absolutely no need for me to help. Congrats. You've completely absorbed the elixir. The newly obtained core energy seems pretty strong. I didn't expect him to successfully absorb the whole elixir. Not only that, he did it without any help. Now that I have more energy, I can detect presences that I didn't detect previously. My seniors are surrounding this place. Were they protecting me because I would become completely vulnerable while absorbing the elixir? I was getting protected while I absorbed the elixir. Captain. Why is everyone being so nice to me? We aren't taking special care of you. This is done for everyone in the Radiant Demon Squad. It becomes something natural once you risk your life a few times in the Jianghu. The stronger you become, the better it is for the Radiant Demon Squad as well. I have more energy now. What I had before can't even compare to this. I want to check out just how much stronger my martial arts have become. Yeonshin. Zen Sword Demon. Did you come out to train because you couldn't take it anymore? Yeah. I also realized something suddenly after seeing your fight. Well. Did you learn something? Congratulations. It's just a small move. I'm sorry if you had plans to train, but how about a spar? I can train alone anytime, but it's a rare opportunity to be able to spar with the Zen Sword Demon's palm strike techniques. Just call me Mirio. That's sufficient. I'll make the first move. You're truly scary. Did you train to use the 1-inch strike? Yes. A swordsman that has learned the Radiant Demon arts can't only use swords. The 1-inch strike is very useful in close combat. In order to deal with the energies mixed in the body, you need to first destroy the enhanced protection energy. After using core energy in the burst discharge to increase tension, the 1-inch strike really becomes more efficient. May I say something even though I'm new here? Go on. I have been more sensitive when it comes to detecting energy ever since I was young. The way you used your core energy attracted my attention. You were able to see the movement of my core energy. You were able to see the movement of my core energy. No, I wasn't. How were you able to know the movement of my core energy then? I can't see the core energy that's within your body. I was only able to see the flow of the burst discharge, and the waves of core energy that were generated on the outside. That's still really hard to believe. Even Purple Robe Martial Masters may not have energy detection skills of that level. Purple Robe Martial Masters. White, blue, black, and purple. The Purple Robe Martial Masters are at the top of the Desolate Fortresses hierarchy. Although, I guess it's possible if it's you, I'll listen to your advice. Your palm strike seems to be more suited for puncturing technique rather than the 1-inch strike. While it may seem more suited for 1-inch strike, perhaps because of the way you discharge your energy, it would be way more powerful if you were to use it with the puncturing technique. Hey! Do you think I'm some kind of idiot that can't use something as simple as the puncturing technique? Do you think that's the reason I didn't use it? My apologies. It seems I've said something unnecessary to upset you. No, I'm sorry, and thank you. Captain, the lightning genius figured out my martial arts. Have you ever told him about the origins of my martial arts? What crazy bullshit are you spouting? Why would I tell him something that important? How did he figure it out then? Did it seem as if he had figured out that you tweaked the lost martial arts, the heavenly demon sacred arts? It did seem like that. That kid's special. It would be hard to find anyone else like him within the Jianghu. People like him occasionally appear in the world. Pinnacle martial masters who are considered the strongest in the world alongside the noble race and iron race. Is that kid that special? Yes. He's definitely the future of the desolate fortress. I don't know how others who haven't seen him think, but the advice he gives shouldn't be underestimated and thought of as trivial. Are you telling me to discuss about the heavenly demon's sacred arts with him? Yes. There are limits to learning it alone and I don't have enough time to help you. Right now, the correct thing to do would be to seek his help. Because he possesses the qualities of a martial arts founder. Who can adapt any martial art to one's body? A martial arts founder. If you feel bothered by it, it's probably just you. Actually, a small mission just appeared. I want you to go as a team with the lightning genius and observe how he overcomes life and death situations. And see if he's really that special. 5 years. Within 5 years, he's the one that'll become the next Radiant Demon Squad captain. Go see for yourself whether he's someone worthy of becoming your superior. Jinping County, Stage Station. We rode on horses for 10 days. Recently, people who bring offerings to the Blood Flame cult have settled down in a village, and would routinely slaughter livestock while ruining crops. The village is located in Jinping County in the south of Shaanxi. Usually, the Shaanxi branch would be able to deal with them, but there was an incident where the elixir of the Mount Hua sect was stolen. An elixir of the Mount Hua sect was stolen. Could the elixir stolen be the plum blossom pill that's on par with the Shaolin Temple's Great Revitalization pill? I suspect so. That situation has escalated and now involves the whole of Shaanxi. They don't have spare manpower and have asked us, the main desolate fortress branch, for help. I want you all to go and deal with this. The Blood Flame cult. We requested for help so long ago, yet you're only here now. I was going to act respectfully towards the desolate fortress since you're the sword of our empire, but how could you be so slow? Ho! To think they'd send a team that's so young. To begin, can you even defeat that man? With just the 4 of you. What's this? This? There are always ignorant officials. Having visited numerous counties, I've seen many of them who haven't even seen a true martial artist before. So, there are people like him who think that the desolate fortress is their broom or something. What? How dare you be so disrespectful? Can I block his mute acupoint? Do it. Let's get this over with and leave. What nonsense is that? We don't take orders from you. Sir. Yeonshin, you learned how to block acupoints too. I've been contemplating, but I think just calling you by your name doesn't feel respectful enough. I'll call you a warrior. Warrior Jung. Do as you please. Desolate Fortress Sacred Warrior. Desolate Fortress Sacred Warrior. You know about how the Murim and government don't interfere with each other, don't you? The government and the Murim will not invade each other. However, when it comes to the government, we get more freedom than the other martial artists, because the imperial family allows it. It's fine even if we want to mess around with the idiots who think they have us on a leash. That's the kind of group the Desolate Fortress is. That being said, you should never overdo it. You did great just now, though. Sir, please say something, understood? That village over there, Ha. Hey, asshole. Be quiet. A blood flame cultist. He's fast. That's the noble race's mobility art, grass flutter. Damn it. I wasn't able to train much in mobility arts. The lack of proper mobility arts experience from the Jung manor is giving me a huge disadvantage. Hey. Are you alright? Asshole. Hand the child over. Stay with us. Mom. Shut up. Perhaps, because it's a child, it's full of life energy. Desolate Fortress. A blue robe too. What the hell? Looking at how fast he is, his mobility art probably sacrifices his own life in exchange for speed. Those blood flame cultists are the worst. Chan. Your overall martial arts skills are alright for a white robe, AE, but your stamina is lacking. You need to train to improve your stamina more from now on. Yes. As for Yeonshin, your basics are surprisingly well trained, to the extent it's rare to find someone like you even amongst the 9 great sects and 8 great clans. I noticed it when I saw how you ran without using any techniques. Just from your physical abilities alone, there's probably no one in the Radiant Demon squad who can hold a candle to you. A frail and thin member of a noble race like Chung Myung can never be your match in terms of physical abilities. That's right. You don't have to be disappointed about not knowing any mobility arts. Haha. Yeonshin. Do you want to learn mobility arts from me? What? Learn mobility arts? Ah. While I did say I can teach you mobility arts, I can't teach you the martial arts of my household. I guess you could say that this is the way those from noble races move. Normally, people wouldn't be able to do it even if they know how it works. I just thought you might be able to do it. I can learn how those from noble races move. There's no need to be too happy. No one in the Radiant Demon squad was able to learn it. Pardon? He already taught those in the Radiant Demon squad who wanted to learn it. However, no one succeeded in learning it. While I call this as a mobility art, it doesn't rely on anything physical. There's energy at the tip of his feet. There were no sudden movements in his core energy. This is just how we walk and run. His footsteps are light. And, I couldn't sense his presence. The sacred methods of the noble races. That wasn't core energy, but something similar to core energy that was supporting his body. Even when coming down, it's as if he's a leaf that's falling. Do you get it? I'm thinking about what I can do to use core energy to create wind since I don't have authority like the noble races. What? You were able to tell that it's the energy of nature just by watching it once. Wasn't that why you showed it to me? Thanks to you, I have a few ideas. If I stop my movement like a technique, then divide my core energy and use it. I think this will take a while. I'll go get us a place to stay. The energy of nature. Holy shit. Sigh. It's hard to believe that he has only been here for 1 month, yet has already learned the noble race's mobility art. No one can deny the fact that he has the qualities of a martial arts founder. Even our captain chose to focus on his own mobility arts in the end. Go see for yourself whether he's someone worthy of becoming your superior. That aside, is it alright for us to send him there alone? Those guys are people who got scared and stayed inside for a month. Besides, it's just a reconnaissance mission, so Yeonshin alone should be sufficient. I definitely feel lighter. The proportion of speed and amount of effort put in can't even be compared to what it was previously. This is awesome. I've finally discovered their hideout. I just need to go back and inform the rest now. Who are you? That outfit. You're from the desolate fortress. Are you alone? You fool. You came here alone despite being only a white robe? Blame your own bad luck. None of these guys can be allowed to continue living. Child, wait for a little while. I'll bury you after all this is over. Radiant Demon Art Swift Sword Style. What the? Blood Flame Cult, you guys believe that the weak are prey to the strong, don't you? In that case, how does it feel being killed by someone stronger than you? A lot more energy is coming from inside of the cave. Does this mean that this isn't just the hideout of a few Blood Flame cultists, but a branch of the Blood Flame cult? You dare recklessly attack this place. Kill him. Time to pay for the blood you spilled. That bastard is here too. How dare you come here? I'll make you pay with your blood. To think a white desolate robe of the fortress would dare to cause a ruckus. That dreary energy doesn't belong to these guys. He's on a completely different level compared to those I have fought so far. I heard that when a part of one's body returned to what it used to be, it means that person has reached the level of being able to refine their core energy. This means he is the strongest person that's in charge of this place, the branch leader. From what I know, they're called Blood Master Swordsmen in the Blood Flame cult. I'll use your pain to strengthen my blood. The title of the Blood Flame cult's branch leaders. To the normal person or their subordinates, they're almost like death gods, and there aren't many martial masters who possess the prowess to kill them. I'll go all out before he even gets close. Back then, I was only able to win because I launched that barrage of attacks before my opponent could respond. The name, Desolate Fortress, has made you way too arrogant. Limit releasing technique. Not bad. Not bad. I'm no longer the old me. You. Little bastard. I lost to a mere white robe. Looks like you've only inflicted pain onto others and never received it. I hope all of you go to paradise. Yeonshin. Help me with the kid, he's not dead. You fought, didn't you? What happened? No, that aside, are you alright? Oh. I'm fine. This isn't my blood. I discovered a place that seemed to be a blood flame cult branch. Good, I'm glad you're safe, phew. Blood flame cult branch. There were 8 red-haired blood flame cultists, a blood flame cultist who was causing trouble in Jinping County, as well as one particularly strong demonic cultist with red and black hair. If he had red and black hair, he must have been a blood master swordsman. In that case, it's true that you found their branch. I can't believe there is a blood flame cult branch that has planted its roots and is feeding off the people here. No matter what the mission is, the blood flame cult is a target of the desolate fortress that needs to be destroyed. We will now raid their branch. Yeonshin, you have accomplished a great feat, have some rest now. Yeah, I'll go with Chung Myung to clean up that branch. There's no need for you to go. You just need to get government troops to do so. They need to help the victims. The government troops are enough, and the victims need help. Yeonshin, are you saying that you defeated all of them, including the Blood Master Swordsman? Yes, I killed them all. You destroyed a blood flame cult branch by yourself. The mobility art you taught me really helped a lot. The Blood Master Swordsmen have strange regeneration abilities. Wasn't it dangerous? Pardon. There were some who drove them to the brink of death, but got stabbed in their backs and died because they didn't know about their ability to regenerate. Regeneration abilities. They have that, huh? Regeneration, that could have gotten dangerous. Yes, abilities to regenerate do exist, but the fight's over, so. Desolate Fortress. I did not expect a Blood Master Swordsman to be involved in a mission. I expected to be simple. This might actually be better. We were able to see what the white robes on the mission are really capable of. Tell me. How was the lightning genius like when faced with a life and death situation? I doubt that was what really happened. A life and death situation? Yes. If a Blood Master Swordsman was there, then it means their forces were at least on a branch level. Isn't that very dangerous to a white robe? The two of you didn't go ahead and destroy the branch because you both wanted to protect the white robes, did you? About that. Actually, we didn't see anything. He went on the reconnaissance mission alone, then annihilated the entire Blood Flame cult branch by himself. What you're saying is, he went in there alone and killed all the Blood Flame cult members including the Blood Master Swordsman. Is that it? Yes. I can't believe I've grown attached to this place. It's nice to be back. Oh, Yeonshin, don't you feel like the atmosphere was a little electric when we returned? Yeah, it was as if they were having a festival. That's not it. I heard it's because the former Divine Sword Squad captain has returned. To fight for the position of Elder Council leader. He brought a boy back with him who is said to be an adopted son of the famed Desolate Ma clan. The boy is rumored to be extremely talented. The Desolate Ma clan. That is my mother's clan. However, they have never come to Shinya County before, not even my mother wedded. Even after my mother gave birth to me, they did not reach out once. Such a story is something you'd hear in the villages. It's as if they cut off all ties with their daughter who married into a household that would make them seem like they were of a lower class. Captain, did you call for me? It's amazing. His energy is different again. To think he annihilated an entire Blood Flame cult branch by himself, that wasn't by luck. Let's go. The Fortress Master asked us to meet her together. The Desolate Fortress Master. Have there been instances when she'd asked to meet White Robe warriors after their enlistment meeting? None. That's the lightning genius of the Radiant Demon Squad. The one who killed a Blood Master swordsman. It's so hard to believe. A white robe killing a Blood Master swordsman. He looks younger than I had imagined. It's natural for others to be paying attention to you. To be able to destroy a Blood Flame cult branch by yourself means that you're now considered a martial master within the desolate fortress. Yes, sir. My concept of time is different from them. I don't have the luxury of time. If I want to live, I must become as strong as a divine sword captain before I turn 20. I need to advance from white to blue, and surpass black robes like Ma Jin. To become someone capable of leading 17 squads like the Radiant Demon Squad as a purple-robed divine sword squad captain. Hey. I heard you have one grandchild. Fortress Master, the blood of a lowly place can't flow far. I'll be glad if he doesn't bring shame to the Ma clan. This child is my successor. While he's not from the main family, he's exceptionally talented. Greetings, Fortress Master. That man is the former Divine Sword Squad captain. He's a purple-robe martial master who's stronger than Captain Ma Jin. You must be the lightning genius from the Radiant Demon Squad. I'm Ma Yeonjiak, and I used to lead the Divine Sword Squad. I told the Fortress Master that my grandson would like to see a martial master that's his peer. Nice to meet you. I guess he doesn't know who I am. I heard about you recently. Now that I'm seeing you in person, I feel like the rumors don't do you justice. You're very accomplished. It's hard to believe that you've attained so much at such a young age. Greetings, grandfather. I am Jung Yeonshin of the Radiant Demon Squad. What? What are you talking about? Jung Yeonshin, the surname Jung. Are you? Perhaps. Nice to meet you. You are my sister's son. Sister. Ma Jin is my mother's brother. You are my maternal uncle. My apologies, I'm not very sure of the clan relations on my mother's side. Even those who were in my father's clan which has been destroyed have pretty much given up on me. The Jung Manor, what did you just say? What has been destroyed? Did you just say that the Jung Manor has been destroyed? Based on their reactions, it seems that they didn't know the Jung Manor had fallen. Oh my. Fortress Master. May I talk to him alone? My mother is not a member of your clan, so I don't belong there. As a warrior of the desolate fortress, I respect your accomplishments here, but I am uncomfortable with having any other personal conversations. Radiant Demon Squad's lightning genius. I like your spirit. I won't acknowledge this. I can't do it. Someone like him is grandfather's direct descendant. Also, how could he show such disrespect to the former Divine Sword Squad captain? He has completely forgotten that he's in the presence of the desolate fortress master. I have no need for your acknowledgement. Besides, I'm not from the desolate fortress's Ma clan. I'm the Radiant Demon Squad's lightning genius. How dare you? Please allow me to have a duel with him. I'll prove that he's not worthy of being your blood relative. There's no need for me to agree to it, though. That being said, if you request an exchange for learning, I'll accede to it. However, I have no need to prove my value to your clan. You little gauntlets, I guess he learned the fist or palm strikes of the Ma clan. Enough talking. Yeonjiak is an old-time friend who journeyed with me for a long time. And the lightning genius is a promising subordinate. Any conflicts between the two of you would put me in a tough spot, so I prefer for it to be settled as martial artists. Bet what you want from each other. Lightning genius, I know this is of no benefit to you. As a friend of Yeonjiak, no matter the outcome of the duel, I'll grant you one request. Even that. The fruit of the world tree. That's not possible for now. It would be the same even if Yeonjiak was the one making that request, because he has already received a different reward for his contribution as the Divine Sword Squad captain. Although, I could teach you one of my vital energy techniques. She'll teach him martial arts. He'll learn from the fortress master who's known to be the strongest in the world. I can learn the fortress master's martial arts. He looks like he'll request to learn martial arts instead of following grandfather's will if he wins. To think my mother's clan would take in such a person to be the successor. I'll do it. You guys have the whole place to yourselves, so you can do whatever you want. The Radiant Demon Squad alone is good enough for me right now. So, I don't need the Ma clan. Bring it on. Bastard. I guess he has consumed really good elixirs seeing as he possesses way more energy than I do. Limit releasing technique. Why aren't you unsheathing your sword? Because your fist strike techniques are pretty good. You little. I just thought of a strong fist strike technique. By the count of 10, this will come to an end. He'll end this fight in 10 moves. I understand that he's talented, but still, no, when he said that, he didn't mean that it would end in 10 moves. Instead, he probably meant that in 10 seconds, he would create a new martial art. I just thought of a strong fist strike technique. By the count of 10, this will come to an end. In those 10 moves you're talking about, I'll give it my all. This is the fusion fist strike. That's good. Instead of getting all riled up by what I said, he calmed himself down. Additionally, from the waves of core energy that I can see that he was not taught in a slipshod manner by my grandfaith who was a purple robe and someone respected by the world. Although you said you'd use a fist strike, go ahead and use a palm strike instead if you wish. I don't need your advice, so just do your best. You'll be able to show me plenty of things. You little. Energy accumulation discharge. What's with his strength? The lighting genius accumulated more energy rather than losing what he had. Accumulated energy second strike. Don't tell me. He got inspiration for that last attack from the fusion fist strike. He has become even stronger. Good, show me even more. I know you can still do it. You're too arrogant. Energy third style. Palm strikes. That's interesting. Country bumpkin. Accumulated every fourth strice. A fist art that gets stronger the longer a fight lasts. I can't believe. He has really created a new martial art in such a short time. I finally created a martial art that can be called a famed ultimate technique. That was a really good fight. To think I'd see someone creating a martial art. I'm embarrassed. I hope that I didn't waste your time. Not at all. You're being too humble. Have you decided on the name of the new technique? It's called the Infinite Blossom Fist Strike. A fist strike technique that blooms endlessly, huh? What a perfect name. Great work and congratulations. You've created an incredible martial art. I've only managed to work out its framework. I'm still not satisfied with the moves in it. Additionally, when I use palm strikes, I'm relying completely on the Radiant Demon arts. Even with that much, there won't be many white robes who can take on that attack of yours. I always try to not be surprised, but I can't help it when you're growing stronger at such a rapid pace. It's not fast enough yet. What must I do to gain your forgiveness? Purple Robe Martial Masters of the Desolate Fortress. They are extremely powerful and are thought of as gods who can take away the life of anyone their energy can detect. Yet, someone that powerful is lowering himself to me. Seeing you do that really makes me very uncomfortable. We can't turn back time, and members of my mother's clan are no different from strangers to me. I'm now a part of the Radiant Demon Squad family. We just need to build a relationship now. I don't even have enough time to build up my martial arts. I've won against your grandson in the duel that he requested on impulse. So please respect that as a martial artist. Since the lightning genius won, it's time to settle the reward. I'll teach you a martial art of the type you need when you wish. And you can make one request of the Ma clan. I'll inform them of that through my squad leader when I want to make the request. You want to use me as a messenger? Hey. I have a mission that'll be of help to you. Sien. The Plum Blossom Pill. Yes. It's an elixir of the Mount Hua sect that's considered a treasure in the Murim. The Mount Hua sect has lost it, so numerous sects and martial artists have started to look for it. They must all be scrambling for it. Yeah. We'll accompany the Mount Hua sect to search for that elixir. Actually, although we say we're searching together with them, in actuality, we're just doing it to reduce the number of casualties during the search. In such a big conflict, I'll be able to use my sword in real fights. That's right. This is definitely a mission that'll help you. It'll be a good opportunity for you to face off against all sorts of famed martial artists. For someone like you, the amount you would learn and grow by fighting is incomparably more than if you just trained. What a pity. I can't believe we can't wear a uniform because we can't reveal that the Desolate Fortress is helping the Mount Hua sect. You all must be the martial masters from the Desolate Fortress. We've been waiting for you. The Mount Hua sect. Radiant Demon Squad Leader. Sage Cheonju. Sage Cheonju is the leader of the Plum Blossom Swordsmen and one of the top martial masters. In order to match his status, Ma Jin, a black robe, has also gotten involved in this mission. When looking at him, I get the same feeling as when I first met Ma Jin. Wave Swordswoman. And the Azure-Eye Demonic Swordsman. I already know who they are. There's no need for introduction since we've already fought together before. Demonic Swordsman. I understand the kind of mindset the Desolate Fortress has towards this matter now. To think you'd even mobilize your disciple. Because of my clothes, he doesn't think I'm a white robe martial artist but instead the leader's disciple. About that. He seems pretty extraordinary. How about having a friendly duel with the disciple of our sect leader? That ought to be a little fun. He wants to show that he's above us, huh? Since we will be traveling as a party, it would be awkward for the key members to fight each other. Thus, they want to use the future generations of our respective groups to determine the hierarchy. You're making me do extra work again. I'll only need 5 moves. You'll be able to learn something here, so give it your all. I'm not sure what I can learn here, but I heard that the Radiant Demon Arts is a martial art based on senses. Just how deep can the martial arts of Mount Hua Sect be? You said you'll only need 5 moves, right? Oh, did that offend you? Sorry, I wasn't trying to underestimate you. I had a really tough training today, so I unknowingly voiced what I was thinking out loud. I'm Yu Hyun of the Mount Hua Sect. Yu Hyun. As in Mount Hua Sect's sword dragon. I heard he's the Mount Hua Sect leader's best disciple. They call him the future of the Mount Hua Sect. There are even rumors saying that he has already started to learn the Violet Dawn sacred art. Someone like him is fighting against Jung Yeonshin. I'm Jung Yeonshin. I'm Yu Hyun of the Mount Hua Sect. I'm Jung Yeonshin. Invisible Wind Stripe. Falling Blossoms Palm Strike. It contains a variety of moves. First Strike of Eve Infinite Blossom Fist Strike Vortex. What was that force? Second Strike Formidable Wall. Falling Blossoms Palm Strike. The Falling Blossoms Palm Strike of the Mount Hua Sect. It's sufficient to become the inspiration for the Infinite Blossom Fist Strike's third strike. Let's play for a little longer. I wanted to end this at around 10 moves anyway. I can use that last attack as my third strike. The third strike of the Infinite Blossom Fist Strike shall be named Flower Strike. What just happened? Wasn't that just his third move? How could a talented disciple of the Mount Hua Sect have already lost? Who is that young man? Go get him. Looks like the Desolate Fortress has been raising a dragon. Do you still want to gain even more control over the Murim? That's quite an exaggeration. The Desolate Fortress won't do anything if no harm comes to the people of the country. Still giving excuses that sound genuine, huh? Jung Yeonshin, right? Yes. That was a good martial arts performance. While it seemed similar to the Falling Blossoms Palm Strike, I doubt you have learned any Mount Hua Sect martial arts before. I never thought there'd be another martial art similar to it. That should have provided enough motivation for the sect leader's disciple who has gotten lazy in his training. If something causes you to leave the Desolate Fortress, the Mount Hua Sect will welcome you as our guest. Hey! You crossed the line there. I admit that I got ahead of myself due to my greed. Sorry about that. It couldn't be helped since there's such brilliant talent here. Lightning genius. Looks like you're having a hard time trying to remain standing. With that last move, I used up all my core energy. The Infinite Blossom Fist Strike uses burst discharge in all its stances, which also means it consumes that much inner energy. I guess I still have to use a sword when fighting for real. You need to open up your center energy core quickly. If you don't have enough inner energy, you will need to make up for it with stamina. My center energy core. Looks like you didn't know that was the function of the center energy core. It possesses an efficacy that even the upper dantian, which is said to house the divine in the mind, cannot bestow. It will help you to have more robust inner energy. More robust inner energy. It just means there is higher efficacy. You've heard of martial masters who don't get tired even after fighting for 7 days and nights, haven't you? Yeah. That's because they train their center energy core. It stabilizes the flow of energy core and allows them to use energy draining skills multiple times. Even if they are hit by a powerful attack, their energy flow will not get disrupted most of the time. That's also the reason Chung Myung was able to fight against the Namgung's strongest swordsman. How do I open up my center energy core? It'll naturally open as you train your lower energy core over a long period. It'd be good to circulate energy revolving around your upper body. Is there no other faster way, senior? What? Senior? Did you just say, the battle maniac? Yes, the battle maniac is the culprit. He's a notorious thief based north of the Yangtze River. He's the one who stole my martial arts manual. This worked out great. Did a thief steal the martial arts manual? We had a situation. Starting from now, we'll be destroying all of the unorthodox factions' signboards within Shaanxi with any connection to the battle maniac. What should the Mount Hua Sect do in the time being? While we draw their attention, they'll secretly infiltrate them and check out their location. Oh. Do we have any justification to destroy the unorthodox factions' signboards? Looks like you don't know much about unorthodox martial artists. Not only does the Empire not recognize their existence, they even dare to collect taxes in their territory. The Empire determines whether a group is orthodox or unorthodox using a very simple method. They base it on whether the people offer money to the factions willingly, or if their money is getting stolen with a blade pointing in their face. They are vermin who leech off the country. The only reason they're left alone is because we know that a new group of them will appear even if we destroy the current group. There's no need for any justification when attacking people like them. How many factions do we intend to attack? We'll attack 6 for starters. I'll take 2. I'll go by myself as well. Is it because you want to claim credits by yourself? It'll be very dangerous. I'll be able to take it. Taking on a whole organization by yourself is a different matter altogether. When fighting against a group, there are way too many variables to consider. It can't even be compared to a one-on-one fight. That's something I'll have to experience myself as well. Alright. I'll assign the mission here. Lightning Genius, your target will be the Mantis sect that's in Xi'an, Lianhu. They're truly atrocious. They won't hesitate even when kidnapping women and children. Your mission is to destroy the sect alone. I can't believe you're going alone. How about reconsidering this? The Mantis sect is not to be trifled with. There are more than 10 of them who are well versed in martial arts. It's said that even a single lower-ranked member is able to defeat a whole alley in Lianhu. Can you tell me more about the Mantis sect? 3 years ago, they took over the streets of Lianhu, and dragged at least a dozen women to serve them as their maids. Although they are very vicious, it seems that they have skillfully manipulated the local magistrate. Is there anyone who has seen them use martial arts? I heard they use all sorts of weapons. I saw them a few times from far away. There were a few weird curved swords on top of swords and spears. They were so fast that it was hard for people to see everything they were doing. They were able to cut off 2 heads with just a single slash. While they might not have a developed meridian, it seems they did learn some martial arts. Were many people captured? What's the government doing? Since the local magistrate is in cahoots with the Mantis sect, he makes sure they don't run into any problems. Lianhu County. Where? It smells. No wonder the desolate fortress had to come. For confirmation, are you guys government troops? Radiant Demon Art Swift Sword Stoli. A child who knows some martial arts. Where did you learn them from? The way you use your dagger is weird. Did you learn to use it properly? He was pretty fast. What's that martial art that you just used? There's no need to name such trivial tricks. Ho, if I give that sword to the sect leader. Radiant Demon Art Swift Sword Style. My lady. Meian. Thank you. Thank you. Where's the Mantis sect? They're over there. A brat like him killed our sect members. He's wearing a dragon robe which should only be worn by the emperor. Is he a rebel? You guys stay out of this. It's time for me to let my sword out after a long while. You may be trying to do a chivalrous deed, but you chose the wrong place to show up at. What's your name? What use is my name to a person who's about to die? I need to know the name of the sect leader in order to claim credit. Swift sword. I can see the trajectory of his attack. I wonder if it is because I have become stronger. Such power. Get him. I can see the trajectories of all their attacks. Strike them. Go past them. And get to the end. What on earth? I was told to subdue him in front of his whole sect. I shall think of the sword in my hand as a fist. Second strice formidable swall. Today, I will destroy the Mantis Sect signboard. What the hell? That crazy brat. The Master Swordsman. Get him here now. Master Swordsman. Are you referring to the Blood Master Swordsman? Is the Blood Flame cult behind you guys? Speak. That's right. He's probably sleeping in a side building right now. He's sleeping. If they're really the Blood Master Swordsman, then there's no way he wouldn't have detected a fight of this scale. You're pretty skilled. I wasn't expecting you to deflect that. Blood Master Swordsman. Blue Robe Warrior. Yes. 5. If you slay about 5 Blood Master Swordsmen, you can be recognized as a Blue Robe Warrior regardless of your age. I got lucky. Now, I just have 3 more to go. I must end it here now. This is the center of the Mantis Sect. If I let this fight drag on, my chances of winning will drop. Go to hell. Blossom Fist Strice Vortex. Bastard. I won't be listening to your last words. Ah, the sect is done. Don't try to run away. Sir, thank you so much. You have sought our revenge for us. Thank you so much, sir. You have brought peace to my dead daughter. Xian is the Jongnan sect's territory, though. How did such a thing happen? The Jongnan sect is fighting against the tyrant sword tribe. They are fighting. That is why all the martial arts schools under the Jongnan sect have gone up Mount Jongnan. If they're up against the tyrant sword tribe, then the Jongnan sect will have to risk their lives. It won't end with just 1 or 2 martial masters dying. I need to go Jongnan. The 13 Skies is an unorthodox group that rules over the unorthodox faction. the desolate fortress's interference is a necessity. A lot of credit can also be claimed by taking the heads of the tyrant sword tribe's martial masters, so Ma Jin will allow me to do that too. Have you found traces of the battle maniac? It seems he wasn't at the Mantis sect. I see. That's a pity. That was a splendid display of martial arts. You are the future Radiant Demon Squad leader. No, you might even become the Divine Sword Squad leader. That will widen our sect's horizon of knowledge. Whenever I think about you saying that you only needed 5 exchanges of moves, I feel restless. How about becoming friends with me? I feel like you would be interested in the Mount Hua sect's martial arts too. Besides, the desolate fortress isn't that far from the Mount Hua sect. I don't have any matters to attend to at the Mount Hua sect. I won't refuse to see if you do come look for me. Though you must learn a new martial art before visiting each time. The energy around him has changed a little. Looks like you got slashed on your back. Sit down. I'll help you apply some balm. Lightning genius, how did the mission go? Oh. The Blood Flame cult was there. And there was even a Blood Master swordsman. Wow, you just proved that what happened in Jimping County wasn't a fluke. The Blood Flame cult has made another move, and they have even stationed Blood Master swordsmen in places where they're usually not seen. This is definitely not normal. In any case, Lightning Genius, you've accomplished a great feat. I feel like problems are following you around. Yet you have resolved them all and brought back information that will be of aid to the Murin. I have something to say. What is it? I would like to go up Mount Jongnan. You want to go to Mount Jongnan? Yes, I'm worried for my nephew's safety. We just heard the news too. However, it is dangerous at Mount Jongnan right now. The Tyrant Sword Tribe is completely different from the Blood Flame cult. They aren't your normal unorthodox group. They use both traditional martial arts and sorcery. You could think of them as people who have gone crazy about getting stronger. That's right. More importantly, we have not received any missions. We just need to do what we've been tasked with. A captain could also give orders for a mission if they deem it's necessary, though. I'll be honest here. I can't send you to Mount Jongnan without knowing whether you'll make it back. Pardon? Anyone in the desolate fortress who knows how talented you are will worry about that. It can't be helped that people want to recruit you. Your blood relations do not help the situation either. There's also that incident where you were invited to the Mount Hua sect. Captain, how can you be incapable of separating personal and business matters? Besides, is that all the trust I've built with the Radiant Demon Squad? I have very clearly shown what I'm capable of. Please let me go. In addition, please record this as a solo mission. Looks like that's a checkmate. You're right. I can't refute what you said as well. In return, take on 1 attack of mine. Captain. Just 1 attack. If you can parry it or dodge it, I'll let you go. Even so, in order to stand at the top of the Jianhu, one must be at least that competent. If you are able to handle one of my attacks, I promise to give you a separate reward too. Alright. Thank you for granting us permission. Bear this in mind. This is a precious opportunity to see the technique of the Radiant Demon Squad captain. Isn't a Desolate Fortress's Black Robe Martial Master on the same level as you? That's right. Additionally, he's especially strong in close combat, even more so than me. What? The nickname of the Radiant Demon Squad captain is Hell Slaughter. It means he completely rules the battlefield. There are quite a number of reputable clan elders who were killed by him after committing hypocritical atrocities. For someone as skilled as him, even a slight movement in his hand has great meaning. Because that single attack could end a life instantly. Unlike us, the martial artists of the 9 sects, who seek the ultimate principle of swordsmanship, his martial arts were trained for the sake of fighting. Even Yeonshin will have a hard time. I doubt there is anyone around my age who could take on an attack from a master like him. Can you give me some time? Take as long as you need. Since I'll be using a move that a white-robe martial artist can't handle, you need to sharpen your senses as much as you can. There are less than 30 black-robe martial masters in the desolate fortress. However, there's no need to be nervous. I just need to show what I have learned. I can see it. I'll let you have the first move. A palm strike technique of that level will be able to break through most fortress walls. I need to dodge that. I can't get away with any of the mobility arts I have learned so far. However, I can take a single step. What was that mobility art? I simply walked, because I saw a way to survive. I'll name it the evading swift step. I permit the lightning genius to travel to Mount Jongnan. I'll lend you this. I don't understand what this means. By putting my blue robe on top of your white robe, I am putting my honor on the line to tell others that you're a rising star of the desolate fortress. You now possess the authority to give orders to the other white robe warriors in the desolate fortress. Rising star. A phrase to describe a junior who is the best within their rank. If anyone asks you about it, tell them that the Azure-Eye demonic swordsman has recognized abilities. It's unlikely anyone will pick a fight with you after that. You can use my name too. I was also intending to put my robe on you. A blue robe on top of a white robe. That suits you really well. It feels a little out of place. I'm sure you'll get used to it soon. Thanks, Won-chan. HM. I was sincerely complimenting you, though. They seem to be martial artists from the Jongnan sect. Looks like the rumors about them fighting against the tyrant sword tribe are true. I can't believe they're all the way down here instead of being at the entrance of their sect. Please stop. Please tell us where you're from. Your name, and why you're here. As you can see, we're from the desolate fortress. I'm from the Radiant Demon Squad. My name is Jung Yeonshin. I'm Hien Won-chang from the Radiant Demon Squad. Do you intend to verify your identity with only your clothes? The desolate fortress is allowing young martial artists like the two of you to come here alone. Who do you think would believe that? Stop. Unfortunately, our sect is in the middle of a war right now. We can't just accept people with identities that we can't verify with certainty. What? You people. You're really from the desolate fortress. How dare you threaten disciples of the Jongnan sect on Mount Jongnan? What did you just say? I guess their battle against the tyrant sword tribe isn't going well. Their pride as one of the great 9 sects is getting damaged, and now young martial artists who boldly claim to be from the desolate fortress have appeared. I guess it is inevitable that they feel offended. I can't believe that, lie. Young men like you two would actually be from the desolate fortress. That's just how the situation is like nowadays. Besides, even if you guys are really from the desolate fortress, it's also a problem. How are we supposed to trust you enough to let you into the great Jongnan sect? The glory days of the desolate fortress are also well in the past now. To think you'd insult martial artists from other groups without any good reason. I think you ought to think twice about how you speak and act. Oh. You dare to threaten us? Stop right there. She's strong. Senior. She seems to be on par with the Desolate Fortress's blue-robe martial artists. This is so absurd. I can't believe Jongnan's Sect disciples would act and speak like this. We shall have a longer conversation about this after we return. My apologies, Senior. We're ashamed of ourselves. My apologies to our important guests from the Desolate Fortress. I'm Jung Yeonshin, a member of the Radiant Demon Squad. This is Hien Wonchang from the same squad. I'm Weiji Manhwa from the Jongnan Sect. Weiji Manhwa. She's the Cloud Sword Dragon of the Jongnan Sect. Cloud Sword Dragon Weiji Manhwa, a martial master who is said to have come descended from the heavens by mistake because of how great a genius she is. Her reputation has already spread throughout the world. It's an honor to meet you, a sword dragon who is famed throughout the world, Lady Weiji. I have acted rudely by drawing my sword in the Jongnan Sect's territory. My apologies for that, Lady Weiji. Although you were about to launch a technique, I saw my juniors wanting to attack first. I would like to apologize on behalf of my juniors. We have kept our important guests waiting here for too long. I will now bring you to the main sect's location. I'll listen to the details of your visit after we go up. Yeonshin. Thank you. Uncle. Linkle. Hiya, have you been well? Uncle. The sect leader and the supreme elder had to go and deal with the leader of the tyrant sword tribe. Since we have guests from the Desolate Fortress, I brought along the one with the highest seniority in this place. I am Jung Yeonshin. I am Hien Wonchang. I'm Jong Yeol. The Jongnan Sword Immortal. I pay my respects to you, Sword Immortal. He's stronger than Elder Yeol. He may even be stronger than my Yeonjiok. How old are you? I'm 16 years old this year. Ho. Will you take a look at that? Elder John, what are you telling an outsider to do? It is the long-time wish of our sect to restore the lost martial art, Eclipse of the Nine Suns. The sword ancestor wasn't someone from our sect. He was a guest invited by the ancestral grandmaster to stay here with us after they became friends. In his old age, he carved the steps of his own martial arts onto Mount Jongnan. We can't really say that the Eclipse of the Nine Suns is an ultimate art of the Jongnan sect. I think my days are numbered. I'll do anything to see the sword art of my benefactor once again. Manhwa, while you're the only one talented enough here to have a chance at restoring the Eclipse of the Nine Suns, I don't want to burden only you with my last lingering regret. But I don't understand. Not even I am able to get even an inkling of the sword art. What do you see in him when you've only just met him? Take a good look. Wait, he's gone into a transcendent trance. He fell into that state after looking at the slashes left on the cliff. Those are sword slashes. I'm certain of it. The multiple traces carved into the cliff are the remnants of sword strikes. It hardly feels like a technique performed by a human. The sword ancestor who passed away 50 years ago carved those onto the cliff. The sword ancestor, Ouyang Cheon. The place where he was a disciple and then expelled from was the tyrant sword tribe. This contains the very essence of all their sword techniques. The only person who can match this is probably the Desolate Fortress Master. A martial master who can be compared with the Fortress Master. I was just an orphan dying of starvation and begging on the streets, yet he carried me on his back and raised me on Mount Jongnan. The sword ancestor was the one who helped you to enter the Jongnan sect. Why weren't you able to learn his sword techniques then? That was the extent of my fate with him. That's just how life is. I also wasn't talented enough. It wasn't just me. Numerous swordsmen from our sect tried. However, his sword techniques couldn't be learned. Simply with a great amount of knowledge, experience, or skills. Those who are able to respond appropriately will gain all of this. It really depends on how talented one is. The hopes of our sect are all placed on Manhwa. While she doesn't express it, she probably feels a lot of pressure too. Child. What did you see? Don't tell me. Ding 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 ding. The Tyrant Sword Tribe. Are you saying the Tyrant Sword Tribe is on Mount Jongnan? Guests of the Jongnan sect, please wait here. Hey. Please look after Haya. Yes. It feels like this has happened before. Are they going to fight just like that? We don't know where the fight will take place or how they'll fight. There have been a lot of instances where the martial masters will split up to fend off the attacks, just like what they're doing now. Looks like the Jongnan sect is in a tough spot right now. I can't believe that the Jongnan Sword Immortal, one of the strongest martial masters within the 9 great sects, would remain to protect the base of the Jongnan sect. An unexpected incident occurring right when we arrived. Shouldn't we help out? Even if you say so, we can't. Messing with the pride of a martial artist from the 9 great sects will cost you your life. Didn't you see what happened just now? If the sword dragon weren't around, there would have been big trouble already. In this situation, it seems like they don't have much of a choice. Please don't speak thoughtlessly about the Jongnan sect. I don't think I was being rude. How it is interpreted depends on who interprets it. Do you really not know that the desolate fortress will never be a welcomed guest for any martial groups? The desolate fortress has a lot of enemies, huh? Aren't the core martial masters in this place absent? You definitely look like you could use all the help you can get. We need all the help we can get. Don't you dare insult our sect. The energy they have is stronger than that of the Jongnan sect disciples. The Tyrant Sword Tribe. There were a few pavilions on our way here. I can't believe we're seeing the Tyrant Sword Tribe here. Kill the child first. She's inherited the learnings of the Sword Immortal. How dare you? Brats from the desolate fortress, what are you doing in one of the 9 great sects? Are you here to try and balance things out now that the Tyrant Sword Tribe seems to have the upper hand? These guys started a fight to create an opening to harm Haya. Please assist me. I've got your back. Okay then. Die. Evading swift step. Shit. I lost to a darn brat. Uncle. We reacted too sensitively just now. We apologize for our rudeness. The Jongnan sect is in your debt. I was protecting my own family member. Haya will be taking over from Manhwa to become a pillar of the Jongnan sect in the future. The fact that our sect is in your debt still stands. If that's what you think, then thank you for that. Sorry. But can I train for a little while in this place? There's no need for any of you to leave. I simply don't wish to lose the thoughts that I have right now. I guess you achieved some form of realization. I was able to solidify the realization I achieved thanks to my fight with the tyrant sword tribe. I can't gather core energy in the way I want. I won't take away the legacy of the sword ancestor. Those sword traces seem to be trying to ask those who see it to keep an open mind. That's what I think. For the traces that were left behind by our founder, they did contain courage. That means this surpasses the boundaries of martial and mystic arts. I'm certain the sword ancestor had the same thoughts as you. I guess it got through to you. You're blessed by the heavens with both luck and talent. You said that he came to the Jongnan sect in his later years, right? Yes. Then he must have been friends with the martial masters of the Jongnan sect. Since the sword techniques of the Jongnan sect have very distinct traits, it wasn't suitable for him. And even if he does learn them, the efficiency would be very low. Sir Yeonshin, could you elaborate a little more about what you said? The restoration of the eclipse of the 9 suns is completely dependent on you, Sword Dragon. I can help you a little, though. He'll help me restore the sword technique. You will help me. 1 second. My training isn't over yet. I had a strange experience when I looked at the sword traces on the cliff. An illusion that seems to combine everything in the heavens and on earth into one ray. Everything serves as an inspiration for me. All you need to do is to extend your sword faster than your opponent. The reason why martial arts like the Taiji Enlightened Sword Art and the Plum Blossom Sword Art are seen as the top martial arts. I think I understand now. Unlike swordsmanship that relies solely on wielding a single sword, the profound intent contained within the secret techniques merges with inner energy and swordplay, creating an unprecedented harmony unseen in the world. I have not seen any sword techniques like that up until now. Oh, Sword Ancestor. Have you decided on the name of this sword technique? I have decided to name it the Radiant Sword Art. Radiant Sword Art, like how the radiance of the sun and moon that fills the world does not disappear. I hope that's how my life will be as well. I've obtained a lot from this place. I was able to save my niece and created my very own sword technique. I want to get some of this golden tea on our way back. Thanks to you, we're able to enjoy such good treatment from the Jongnan sect. Everyone has their own stories. Sir Yeonshin. That voice is. I came to listen to the rest of what you were about to say earlier. About the sword traces of the sword ancestor. While I wouldn't be able to face my sect for this, I wish to step out of the sword ancestor's shadows. In both chivalry and swordsmanship, I must walk my own path. I will become a founder. I'll cheer you on. I'll cheer you on. He said he'd teach me though. Ahead, I guess I was being too shameless by asking him for help casually. I would like to request for you to help me restore the eclipse of the 9 suns. I promise that I will not favor till the day I die. Will you not help me? Let's go. It won't take long. I'm both amazed and pleased to hear that. I will teach you the steps first. Did you just say, the steps? I can't believe it. Not only did he find the clues to restore it, he even figured out the steps. However, this doesn't mean it'll be completely identical. That part will be up to you to restore. There are people with such talent in the world, huh? Why is she looking at me like that? Do I need to explain it in simpler terms? The steps I'll be teaching you are incomplete, so it is up to you to complete it. That shouldn't be difficult to do. After all, tracing the remnants of the sword path and retracing the actual steps one by one are on completely different levels. I'll be starting now. The next day, she fell to her inner demon after hearing the steps from you. She fell to her inner demon. She was probably shocked by the talent you have. She is so talented that no one around her age in Shangxi was on par with her. Those around her constantly said that she possesses the greatest martial art talent. The greatest, huh? However, for the first time in her life, she felt like her talent was nothing. After witnessing true talent, that's meaningless. Her skill level is significantly higher than mine. How grave a mistake have the heavens made. Having exceptional talent alone would have been enough, yet they've also bestowed a heart that craves improvement upon you. I'm embarrassed to hear that. Elder Jung Yeonshin, you both are here. You're here. I knew you'd get over it quickly. Hey, Sword Dragon. Yeonshin, since you already know the steps, you can probably use the sword technique too, can't you? Yes, that's right. Can you learn the eclipse of the 9 suns together with me? If we learn together and help each other with the parts we're lacking, you'll definitely be able to grow stronger more rapidly than if you're training by yourself. My apologies, but I do not have enough time to practice my own sword techniques as it is. However, since they're of similar styles, I think it'll suffice if we see each other practice our own techniques. You can be around when I practice the radiant sword art. You're allowing me to watch you train. Yes. You can also practice the eclipse of the 9 suns. To think he'd allow me to watch him practice the radiant sword art. I think you're the greater martial artist here. One mustn't be overly generous. That's how the world works. You mustn't watch someone else when they're practicing their martial arts. Pardon. I had forgotten this since we were always watching each other train in the Radiant Demon Squad. Watching someone else's training might cause them to fight you to the death. But didn't the Radiant Demon Squad leader also show us his martial arts in order to teach us? Additionally, we all train together. It's different when the martial art can be shown without any consequence. Neither should the true training of one's personal martial arts be shown, nor should you try to look at the training of others. It is an unspoken rule in the Murim that no one should watch someone else when they are training. That must have caused a misunderstanding. Radiance. The way core energy is used in the Radiant Sword Art and Infinite Blossom Fist Strike are different. Unlike the Infinite Blossom Fist Strike that aims to destroy everything in one slash, the Radiant Sword Art is about seamless flow. There is no hesitation when wielding the sword. And everything felt through the blade seems to be connected to the body. This is possible because I am the creator of it. And the creator of the Radiant Sword Art. At first, I was definitely making more progress in the eclipse of the 9 suns. However, while his sword technique seems simple, he has been able to catch up in terms of proficiency in no time. Or we both learned something new at the same time, yet our progress is on completely different levels. His speed just changed. I shall mix in the swift sword style. It's not me. The emoji that holds the magic pearl is someone else. How fate connects like this. The child I saw during the Jeonggang blood incident is restoring my husband's swordsmanship. Western Sky Sword Lord, Jung Yeonshin, the head of the Jongnan Sect, the son of Sword Saint and Yeonshin. The radiant flower swordsmanship. I heard he recovered my natural inheritance and passed the formulas to Manhwa. Moreover, he is the disciple of the Sword Saint and saved the Jongnan Sect disciples. He has done a truly grateful deed. Speak what you desire. Please allow me to assist in the fight against the tyrant sword sect. You are unable to concentrate at all. I'm sorry. My eyes are just dizzy. Is it because of Yeonshin? No, it's not that. The problem lies within my heart. It is not jealousy. I have already fully acknowledged Jung Yeonshin's sword. It's just that the martial arts I have built up and refined throughout my life now seem meaningless to me. That radiant flower sword style is not inferior to Nine Suns' sword. Did I see it correctly? It wasn't just at the first level. While sparring with me, he immediately surpassed the first level and reached the second, even the third. It's hard to believe he created such an evolving martial art. Despite having no prior experience, his mastery of this martial art surpassed my Nine Suns sword. That child has already achieved what you strive for. Seeing that child is a great master who transcends his age. It's natural for him to master his own martial art quickly. Everything in the world and learning follows the same principle. What one creates will always fit them best. He must have a talent that will never appear again. Even I cannot keep up with him. To live in the same era as such a great master can be a blessing, depending on how you see it. Even you inherited the eclipse of the Nine Suns sword. That's true. It is an immeasurable grace. I didn't intend to say this, but Yeonshin possesses the Baihui point, which connects to nature itself. He is absorbing the power of heaven and earth excessively. To the point where even supreme masters would struggle to endure it. What do you mean? He doesn't have many days left to live. Yet he is struggling so desperately. As if he is trying to leave his mark on the world. Regardless of martial rank or age, I feel respect for that child. Gwanzhong Plains. Tyrant Sword Sect Lord. That man is the enemy of Jung So-hyup. Why do you ask? It's nothing. You didn't have to step in, but you did. The Tyrant Sword Sect Lord's third disciple. I, Wei Mu-hyuk, ask if there is a worthy opponent to receive my sword. Come forth. The request you mentioned, I will deliver it to the headmaster now. The headmaster's father and the Grand Elder's husband, I claim this title as the one who recovered the Sword Saint's legacy. As a guest of the Jongnan sect, I will step forward. Jung So-hyup. As if he is trying to leave his mark on the world. Go ahead. Thank you. There stands a great master, burning himself to leave behind his life's mark. He is already a grand figure. The fate of the Jongnan sect has ended. Yes. I understand. Was it Jeonggang? He spouted ridiculous nonsense. I should have killed him back then. But I'm glad he has come before me now. If you still believe the same thing as before, it's truly unfortunate. Even in a duel to the death, What justification does your grandfather, the former divine sword master, have to intervene? You bastard! Where do you think you're looking away to? Not bad. A swordsman I know once said this. You can judge someone's potential by the wind of their sword. Now that I've learned proper swordsmanship, I finally understand. So this is what he meant. Mole. What the? Guanghua sword style. Thud. I'll be taking one of your arms. They say your nickname is Sword Saint of Shinya, right? It suits you quite well. Guanghua sword style. Just like the rumor said. Truly a mysterious and dazzling sword technique. And powerful. Something unheard of in this world. How could Muhayak not even resist? Kill them all. Yeonshin. You bastard. This isn't normal. He's not someone I can handle. I'll kill you dash. Is he Wei Muhyan's grandfather or something? If he taught him well, he could have lasted at least 2 exchanges. How dare you? Ugh. Thanks to you, I've gained this part of the battle. Since it's a group battle, don't push too hard, fight enemies you can handle. Kill that bastard. Guanghua sword style. 1. 2. 3, 4. 6. Our first clash with the Tyrant Sword Sect ended in victory thanks to your efforts, young hero. Gaining the early momentum was the key. You flatter me. So many members of our sect are eager to speak with you, I hear. It's been a while, young Master Jung. I've hidden some fine wine from our elders and masters' care for a drink. Are your martial duels really that backed up? Looks like I'm late. The junior sisters of the Poetry Pavilion seemed interested in you, young hero. I firmly turned them down. Isn't our sparring match the priority? Young hero. If you wish, I can tell you now the reason behind the Jung family's destruction. Your second brother already knows. But I think it's better to hear it after the big battle is over. I doubt it'll be a shock, but just in case. I'll follow your lead. Guangzhong Plains. This won't be easy. Even the few remaining elders of the council have come out. Then if we win here, it'll all be over. Manhwa, take good care of the disciples. Yes, elder. I wish you good fortune, young so high up. I pray the sword dragon remains safe as well. Watch out for the 8 fiends Rakshasa sword. He's the grandfather of the Wei Muhyek you defeated. You mean that tyrant sword sect elder from before? Yes. Even while blocking my sword, he was focused on you. His seniority outranks the tyrant sword sect's leader, but on the battlefield, he acts like his hands and feet. Most call him the right-hand man. Thank you for the warning. Poetry Pavilion, gather up. Form a sword formation over here. Ag. I won't let you escape today. I'll offer your head to the nameless grave. Are all demonic sects like this? Even with experts from the Jongnan sect on your plate, you're still chasing me while your subordinates die. You have no shame. I'll skin you alive. We only clashed once, and I already can't summon my internal energy. Jung family's core technique at my current level, I can't take on a master like this. I engraved the 8 Fiends Rakshasa sword's technique into my mind. How he grips the sword, how his muscles move when channeling sword power. The gestures and subtle habits when releasing energy. The directional steps of his footwork. I dissect every single movement. A mutual death attack. Your reputation was well earned. I've been waiting for this. I can feel it. And in this very moment, I know exactly which move of the 8 Fiends Rakshasa sword is coming from this stance. Counter.